Okay, if you'd like to come to stand up. Let's just bring our awareness to our breath. So first of all, just notice your breath. Don't do anything to change it, just notice. Notice if you're breathing down into the abdomen or are you breathing into your chest. Notice if your tendency is to hold the breath in or hold the breath out. Sometimes we're actually going around like this, we're actually holding the breath in and we're not even aware of it. And then we'll just place our hands where we want to direct the breath. So just below the rib cage and above the belly button. Allowing the abdomen to rise on the in-breath and lower on the out-breath. And raising the corners of your mouth, that also sends a message of safety to the brain. Sometimes even if we don't feel like smiling, we just raise the corners of the mouth and it changes the chemistry. Now, good practice, if you feel like you are in fight or flight, i.e. if you feel anxious, like angry or stressed, but so out of balance, but with energy that you want to calm down, what we do is we make the out breath longer than the in breath. So what we're going to do here is we're going to breathe in and then we're going to breathe out as if you're breathing out through a straw, a nice long out breath. Sending the signal of calmness to your brain. Now relax your arms down. Now you may be less aware of when you go into what we call freeze or fawn. And that when you go into the freeze or fawn response of the nervous system, that's when you feel tired, no energy at all. You probably feel emotions of sadness and just like hopelessness. So what's happened here is your nervous system has gone so far that your brain feels it's not possible to fight, it's not possible to run away, so that all that we can do is just freeze like a rabbit in the headlights and hope that, so say we were being chased by a tiger and the nervous system decide we can't fight, we can't run away, we freeze and we hope that the tiger either thinks we're already dead or, well, yeah, we might want the tiger to think we're already dead, we're froze. Okay, so the symptoms of that again is when we feel really lethargic and just really can't be bothered. So how do we bring ourselves back into flow? We increase the in-breath, okay? This is one of the things we can do. So we're going to sip in with 3 breaths. So it's like if you place your hands on your rib cage, it's in, and you'll feel your rib cage expand and then out. And we can use the arms and we can go that's one alternative. Another alternative we can do with the arms is this. Inhale, 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 exhale. Okay, so let's do that together. If your shoulder challenges, you can just stick with the first one. Okay. And just relax there and notice if you feel any changes with just these simple breath practices. Okay, so I'm going to share a few more that are helpful for bringing you out of if you're in freeze mode. So a great one to do is clap your hands. So you have your hands, the fingers are touching like that. Clap your hands. Activating the meridians here. Relax your arms down. Notice all that buzzing and tingling feeling in the hands. That's activating the energy that now starts to flood through the body. Okay. Then another thing that we can do, which is really good for any state of dysregulation of the nervous system, is to shake. We're just going to bounce up and down, give ourselves a shake. And if we're in freeze, we can't be bothered to move the body, but when we just start to move the body a little bit, then we notice the energy coming up. It's just making these first steps. Good, and just relax there again. Notice all the buzzing and the tingling. So that's your energy and your blood circulation going around your body, which is obviously what we want. And also the shaking helps to release any excess nervous tension. And of course, all the animals in the wild do it. They shake if they're nervous or afraid. Okay, now the next one we're going to do some grounding now. So what I'd like you to do is rub your tailbone. Your tailbone is connected to the root chakra. So activating that helps us to ground. And then one of my favorites, once you've connected your brain to your tailbone, you know where it is in space now, and you're going to take the hips side to side and wag that tail. Imagine you've got a big bushy tail. And again, bring a smile to your face because you're a happy dog. And you can even visualize a nice happy dog wagging its tail. That always makes us feel happy, watching happy dogs. And at the same time, we're sending lots of energy up the spine. Again, lifting our energy. Lovely. Okay, now place the hands on the waist. And we'll just start to circle the hips. Inhale, hips forward, exhale, hips back. Now, as you're doing this, where is your mind? Can you bring your mind to the sensation of the feet connecting to the earth? And notice how the weight goes from one foot to the other as you take the hips round in a circle. When we bring our awareness to our feet, it helps us to be grounded and it helps to quieten the mind. Now reverse your circles. And again, it sends messages of safety to the brain. Notice the difference in this simple movement when you bring your awareness to the feet. Lovely. Okay, now have the toes pointing outwards. Exhale, circle the arms, bend the knees a little. Inhale, opening up, breathing in life. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, reaching up. Slow your breath down. Noticing the expansion of the lungs and the rib cage. Making space for the digestive system. And relax your arms down. Now imagine you've got a little ball of energy in your hands, and we're going to draw a figure of 8. Maybe step the feet that little bit wider, so we're starting to open up the inside of the legs here. Making figures of 8 with your hands. Then we're going to take the arms up. And then we're going to fold forward. And then we're going to turn to the left. So we're clearing the energy field all around us. You make lovely figures of 8. And then around to the right. And then back to the center. And then we're going to flow from here into turning, wrapping our arms around the waist. And then take one hand below the rib cage, below the collarbone, and the other hand behind the back. So we're taking that twist now further up the spine. And then pat the top of the shoulder. And then work your way back down. And then gradually slowing that movement down and come to relax. Good. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Is your energy starting to lift? Okay, now we're going to twist, lifting the front toes. So we're opening up the qua. Good, and then come back to center. Now we're going to stand towards the back of the mat. And then bring the left foot to the center and step forward and back with the right foot. And then when you're ready, start to lift the arms. Inhale, notice the expansion of the lungs as we open up. Again, breathing in that life force energy. Inhale up, exhale down. This is also good for your digestive system because we're creating space. And it's good for your brain. Helps to balance the left and right sides of the brain. Okay, and now let's do right foot and then left foot forward and back. Okay. Now, another one that's really good for balancing the left and right sides of the brain. You can see what you're like for balance here, but we're going to swing one leg and swing both arms. That's it, good. Really good for balancing the left and right sides of the brain. Okay, and then pause there. And then let's do the other one. Need to turn around. Fantastic. Good. Okay, another one for balancing the left and right sides of the brain. Pat the opposite knee. All of these brain exercises are good to help to prevent memory loss. Good. And then just relax there. Fantastic. Okay, bringing your feet to hip width apart. Standing tall and strong like a mountain. Just affirm, let's use our affirmations here. I am tall and strong like a mountain. Bring yourself into nice alignment, just check in. I am tall and strong like a mountain. I am tall and strong like a mountain. And then bringing the right hand on top, the left hand underneath. Inhale and lengthen through the spine, and then exhale, a little side bend. Inhale, coming up, swapping arms, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, side bend. And keep going. Lovely, now just relax your arms down. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. As you inhale, lift your toes, exhale, lift your heels, and keep going. Now pause there. Now inhale, lift the heels, exhale, lift the toes. Now bring the heels down and notice the connection between the soles of the feet and the earth. You may feel more connection now, so just tuning in, feeling nice and grounded. Now on the next inhale, we're going to lift the heels and lift the arms up. Exhale, coming down. 2 more times. Now begin to rotate your wrists and your elbows. And then we'll flow into a deeper spiral. So we're going to inhale and open the chest, lift the heels. Exhale, open between the shoulder blades. So inhale, open the chest, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, open between the shoulder blades. So activating that space between the shoulder blades is very powerful energetically for our emotions. Emotions, energy and motion. And we want to give them the opportunity to flow through us so they don't become stuck. Okay, bring the heels down. Fingertips onto the shoulders, elbow circles. And again, this really activates that energy between the shoulder blades. Okay, now go backwards. And then one more time, other direction to open the chest, relax your arms down. Notice how your chest feels. Notice your breath. And on the next exhale, just turn your head. Inhale, center, exhale, other side. Let's do one more to each side. And then exhale, taking the ear towards the shoulder, but it's more of an opening in that left side, so lifting the chin slightly. And then inhale, center, and then exhale, other side. Feel the length in the side of the neck. One more to each side. Back to center, and then we're going to take the chin forward and down. At the same time, let the hands run down the legs. Releasing the back of the neck and the top of the back. Curling coming up, and then give your kidneys a nice rub. We want to send lots of nourishing energy into our kidneys. When we've gone into freeze mode, we're probably, our adrenal glands have probably become depleted, and we're probably low in cortisol. And that's another reason why we go into freeze or fawn mode. So we want to really nourish our kidneys, and we can do that energetically by rubbing them and by using our mind to send nice healing energy to the kidneys and the adrenal glands. So smile to your kidneys and your adrenal glands, sending them nice nourishing energy. Okay, and then just bring your heels of your hands down a little bit and push your hips down, push your hands down into the hip bones so the hips go forward. Then inhale up, and as we exhale, we're going to bring our hands onto the front of the legs, and we're going to draw the belly all the way in. Suck the belly in. Okay, and then coming up, bend the knees to come up, and then we'll do it again. So it's like a rounded cat pose. And then coming up. And from here, we're going into our standing spinal twist. So running our arms in front, shoulders nice and relaxed. And let's twist to the right first. So swiveling around to the right. Bringing the right hand behind the back and the left hand to the right shoulder. And breathe. Again, just lift and lengthen through the spine. And then see if you can twist a little more. And then swiveling around to the front and then all the way around to the other side. Standing spinal twist. So we're wringing out emotional tension as well as physical tension. Let's do one more to each side. Remember to bring that smile back to your face. And then come back to the front. Step your feet wide, bring them to parallel to each other. Hold the wrist. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, bend the knees a little bit and fold forward from the hips all the way forward. Bend the knees, inhale, take the arms forward and up. Exhale, arms down. Give the legs and the arms a bit of a shake. And then you might like to have a block in the center of your mat. You might not need one, but we're going to do the heaven and earth stretch. So you'll have your feet back to a wide stance, feet parallel, hold the wrist. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, forward, bringing your hands. And if it's not good for you to have your head lower than your heart, put your hands on a chair. And then running the fingertips of the right hand up the inside of the left arm, either behind the back or all the way up. Having an earth stretch. And then back down. Then the other side. And let's do one more to each side. Lovely. Hold the wrist, sweep the arms forward and up. Big stretch up. Exhale, arms down. Give your arms and legs a nice little shake. Just again, notice how you feel. Okay, so I'd like to do, this is a Qigong move called the swimming dragon. And there's 3 versions of the swimming dragon. We're going to do 2 of them. So have your feet wide with your feet pointing outwards. And bring the hands together. And we're going to bend our right knee, take the arms across to the right and look to the left. And then go across to the other side. This is quite a strong move, and it's for the liver, the gallbladder, the wood element. And it helps us to cultivate kindness, resilience. Okay, and then just start to swim. Lovely, and then hold the wrist, bring the feet back to parallel. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale, folding forwards. Hold the knees, inhale up. Hold the wrist, not the knees. Exhale down. I meant to say bend the knees. Give your legs a shake. Good, and now we'll do the, what to call it, side angle stretch, but we're going to do the flowing version. So, right knee bent, right hand on top of the leg, and then just start to circle. This is one of my favourites for opening up the whole side body. And then hold that side angle stretch. And then swivel around to the other side. And then hold that side angle stretch. Lovely, feet back to parallel, hold the wrist, inhale up, exhale forward. Notice if you're going any further deeper into that forward bend each time with more ease. Inhale up, exhale arms down, give a shake. Okay, great. So I want to just stretch the front of the legs now. Also, this is good for strengthening your bones because it's a balancing one. We're going to hold the left foot or ankle or trouser or strap. So remembering for strengthening our bones, we want to be standing on one leg. Again, introducing that into our daily little routines to send messages to the brain that we need to have more bone mass. This is really essential for us ladies especially. So anything that's weight bearing. Okay, then let's do the same with the other leg. Just walk that out first. And then the same with the other leg. Lovely, and then release. Just walk that out. And then we're just going to go side to side. Okay, and then we're going to release the hips a bit more. This hip release. Because we're going to do the tree posture. We're going to do the tree of transformation. So we're working with the posture and the emotions. Okay, so we need to step back for this one. So I think I need to turn my yoga mat around. Might need to do the same. Tree of transformation. So you just need enough space that you can take a step back. Okay, so coming into mountain pose. Again, affirming to yourself, I am tall and strong like a mountain. Feel rooted to the earth. I'm tall and strong like a mountain. I am tall and strong like a mountain. Now you can either bring your foot to rest on your ankle, or you can bring it below the knee or above the knee. And then we're going to raise our arms up, open the arms. Now, as you bring your hands together, bring your hands to the heart center. And I'd like you to tune into the heart center and just notice if you feel any sensation in the heart center. Now, if you already feel joyful and uplifted, then that's great. But if anything's coming up, such as anxiety or stress or fear or resistance, anything of a low vibration that's coming up, tune into that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to step back with that left foot and push forward with the hands and just release. Then we're going to make a fist with the hands and we're going to cultivate the opposite. So think of the opposite and step forward and then stand in your power. Okay, so what I want to do actually is turn sideways on because I don't really want us sending the negative or the lower energy emotions to each other. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand side on. So a part of this is the fact that when we have emotions that feel uncomfortable, for me, I feel it in here. Maybe you feel it in your tummy or somewhere else. I feel it's a sensation, it's energy and it's a sensation and it's in my heart center and it's uncomfortable, okay? And what we tend to do is we have a lot of thoughts and we try to think our way out of it, like, why am I feeling sad and blah, 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 or why am I feeling angry? And so said this and so said that. And what we're doing is we're feeding the emotion with the thoughts instead of allowing ourselves to feel the emotion, okay? These emotions are absolutely normal and healthy, but we need to feel them, acknowledge them, and allow them to move through us. Okay, so once again, just tuning into your emotions. And like I say, if nothing of a low vibration is coming up for you today, you can just remember this little sequence and use it when you need it. And for today, you can just keep tuning into your high vibration energy. Okay. So we're coming into our tree pose. You can choose which option of tree is best for you. And then bringing the hands down to the heart center and just listening. It's telling our brains that we're listening. We're not trying to ignore the emotions that our brains are telling us about. We're listening. And you can even tell your brain, I feel the sensation and it's safe. I'm not in danger. Okay? And then we're going to step back with the foot and just push away, releasing what we no longer need, what's not serving us. And then make a fist, think of the opposite emotion, step forward and stand in your power and really feel the reality of it. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to give you a few examples of opposites. So if you're feeling angry, the opposite would be kindness. And it might be towards yourself. You might be angry towards yourself. So kindness. If you're feeling worry, the opposite would be trust. Okay, so a lot of us worry. We worry a lot. What we're doing, we're meditating on what we don't want to happen. If we can just learn to trust in the flow of life. Fear. A lot of us are very afraid of what might happen. Okay. Flow would be the opposite. Learning to go with the flow of life. Just like the rivers winding their way with their strength and their resilience, but yet gentle and soft. And this is what the Tao Te Ching is all about, and the Qigong philosophy. It's about just letting go and going with the flow, okay? So if you feel fear, the opposite is flow. Or it's one of the words you could use. Hatred. Hatred, we might really be so angry with someone, we're feeling actually like we really hate them, or a situation, or ourselves, or our health. We might be hating something going on in our health, okay? So the opposite of hatred is love. Love. One more, sadness. The opposite of sadness is courage, okay? So any of these emotions that you want to work with, let's do that now. So we'll do the tree of transformation one more time. So just in your own time, coming into your tree, beautiful tree. And then bringing the hands to the heart center, tuning into your emotion and remembering to accept and allow the emotion. We're not trying to ignore it or force it, but we're just giving it the space to transform, okay? So thinking of that emotion and then step back with a strong step back, make a fist, think of the opposite, nice powerful step forward and stand in your power. Notice how that makes you feel. Bring a smile to your face. And we'll do one more. Coming into tree, the other leg up. Hands to heart center, thinking of your emotion. And releasing, letting go. Just let it go. And then stand in your power. And just affirm, I believe in myself always. I believe in myself always. I believe in myself always. Lovely. And then just come to lie down or sit down, whatever better for you. And that little routine, it's also strengthening us too. We're strengthening our bones and our muscles because we're standing on one leg. So it's very powerful. Now, we'll do just a little bit of movement lying down first, and then when you're relaxing, it's also very restorative to have your legs up on a chair or up the wall. I think Marlon's doing that already, which is awesomeness. That's very restorative. But we'll just do a wee bit of movement first. So just hug your knees and rock. Pause in the center, bring the right leg up. Point your toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, and circle the foot. And reverse your circles. And then swap legs. Circle. And reverse. Lovely. And then hold the top of the knees. In fact, hug the knees and rock. And then hold the top of the knees, hug the knees in, and then take the knees away from you, and then hug them in. So you're separating the knees, and then you're hugging them in. Okay, now bring the left foot down, the right foot towards the ceiling. So the right knee is bent. And then hold the right leg just under the right knee. So it's half happy baby pose. Now you can keep the left leg bent, or you can stretch the left leg out. You'll notice that will increase the stretch. You can keep holding under the knee, or you can hold the outside of the right foot with the right hand, but only if you're not straining to get there. If your shoulder's coming off the floor, then just hold under the knee with both hands. Okay, and then we'll swap sides. Just hold under the knee first. Take it in stages. And if you want, you can hold the foot. If you want, you can stretch the leg out. Lovely, and now hold the knees and rock side to side. Place the left foot down, take the right leg on top, with the knee pointing out to the side. Thread the needle pose, or piriformis stretch. And then swap legs. Great, and then uncurl your legs. Or not uncurl, you know what I mean. Come back to neutral. Let's have a little rock and then get nice and comfortable for relaxation. So I just want to add one other good piece of another helpful tool, the nervous system. So we can stimulate our senses, and scent, aromatherapy oil is a great way. So if you feel like your nervous system has gone into freeze, peppermint oil is fantastic. It's a really good strong scent, which is uplifting and yet calming at the same time. So is grapefruit oil and lemon oil. If you feel like you just need balance in your nervous system, rose oil or sweet orange oil are fantastic. And if you really want the calming effect, lavender or chamomile. So we can use again our senses to have a very strong effect on bringing our nervous system back. Okay, so I just wanted to add that in. So for now, just make yourself really comfortable. If you want to have your legs up the wall or up in a chair, great. And then just give yourself permission to let go, to just be. Allow yourself to surrender to the earth. Close your eyes and just follow your breath. So now we're going to use the power of visualization. So I would like you to see yourself walking along a beautiful coastal path. Feeling the connection of your feet to the path. Noticing the scenery all around you. Listening to the seagulls and the sound of the waves as you approach the shore. Smelling the scent of the beautiful wild flowers lining the path. The flowers all different colours. Yellow, pink, white, blue. Beautiful colours of wildflowers lining the pathway. You're walking down and you're now coming onto the beach. It's a beautiful sandy beach. And you're just walking along beside the sea, listening to the waves of the sea waving up, lapping up onto the shore. Smelling that fresh, salty sea air. The sun is shining in the sky. Sand is soft and warm. Take your shoes off so your bare feet are on the sand. And you're just at the edge of the water and you can feel the warm water coming up over your feet. You're walking along as you're breathing in that fresh sea air. You feel so grateful to be alive. To be breathing in that life force energy and surrounded in the healing power of nature. You walk along and you come to some rocks and some cliffs. And then you notice an opening into the cliff where nature has created a lovely cave. So you go into the cave and you find a comfortable seat. You sit down. And you close your eyes. And you just allow yourself to be. You feel all the healing energy in this cave. Little crystals are sparkling in the rocks. You feel so at peace and at one with nature. And you realize that you are part of nature. And you realize that the universe always has your back. And when you allow yourself to just let go, you go with the flow of life. You allow and you trust. And you feel so peaceful and so much joy in your heart center. And so much love and compassion. You feel grateful to be alive. Sitting in this beautiful rock, in this beautiful cave. The big smile on your face. You bring your hands together and you start to rub your hands. And then you place your hands over your eyes. And you take a big stretch and a yawn. And then you stand up and you make your way out of the cave. You walk back along the beach, feeling a renewed energy and vitality. You have a spring in your step. You start to sing because you feel so happy. You walk back along the beach and back up the beautiful path. And you just know that everything is going to be okay. You feel fully supported, nourished and nurtured by Mother Earth. And so grateful for everything she provides. And this practice has helped us to raise our vibration. When we raise our vibration, we naturally attract more good things in our lives. Just notice how that makes you feel. And now begin to wiggle your toes. And wiggle your fingers. And take your arms overhead and have a big, big stretch and a yawn. And then roll to your side, bending your knees. And then when you're ready, just make your way to a nice comfortable sitting position. And once you're sitting comfortably, just take a moment to notice, how do you feel? How do you feel in your physical body? How do you feel emotionally, energetically, spiritually? Just checking in with yourself, no judgment. Remembering to allow whatever comes up, just allow. And then using our powerful affirmations, visualizations, breathing practice, grounding, orienting, to allow our emotions to transform into higher vibration. Rubbing your hands together, placing your hands over your eyes, relax your eye. Bring your hands together, namaste. Wonderful, thank you.